Black-owned businesses are weird. Hear me out. Why is there such a need to put emphasis on race? I never understood putting black-owned on things that don't have anything to do with the product you're selling. I saw a commercial today for 5 different black-owned restaurants. Comments ate their ass up, talking about why is race such a selling point for you? If the food is good, why does the ethnicity of the owner matter? I've never seen white owned businesses, especially labeled on the outside or in their signage. Something tells me that people would find that racist. Then also tells me that they would try to boycott that place. For some reason, I feel like that place would be all over the news. I know people are going to be like, oh my god, everything is white owned. No, actually, it's more Asian owned. But even then, they don't let you know who owns it. You just know. When I go to a store of any kind, I'm not caring about who the owner is and where he's from. Am I going to get good service here? Is the products good? Am I satisfied as a customer? That's how you know black people are so obsessed with race. Because if there's no race involved, they'll find a way to add it.
Black-owned businesses are weird. Ha! Brother came in hot, didn't he? Yo, later we'll get into the reason why people use black-owned business label when advertising their business. But today we're going to react to Sanfei reacts to her reacting to people having a problem with the label of black-owned business. And I'll be honest, she makes some really, really good points. A lot of stuff I don't agree with, but there's a lot of stuff that I actually do agree with. But let's get into it.
Stop telling me to support black-owned businesses. I'm sick of y'all.
I don't care who needs to hear this. I'm about to make a lot of people mad today, but I don't care. Y'all really be pissing me off. To the black people, y'all have to stop doing this. And not all black people do this, but it's some of y'all that do this, and it really irritates my soul. One thing about me, don't tell me I need to support your business because it's black owned. I don't care. Just because it's black owned is not going to make me support your business even faster. If a new business opens up in your city, town, state, whatever, don't be hating because it's not black owned. Like telling people don't support the business because it's not black owned. Y'all need to stop with that. Because you're going to mess up your blessing with your business. And the thing with me, one thing y'all not going to tell me who I can support. Because I'm friends with everybody. White, black, Asian, Native American, Hispanic, Middle Eastern. I probably missed some other people. But one thing about me, I've always been that girl that I was friends with every nationality and every race. And y'all not going to tell me who I can support, okay? That's giving y'all very jealous, intimidated. And if that was the case, y'all should have opened up y'all business like the person that y'all hating on. But y'all definitely need to stop getting into that mindset of saying, don't support this business because it's not black owned. Because some of y'all black owned businesses don't be opening on time. Some of y'all black businesses be having too many attitudes. And some of y'all black businesses don't ever have nothing in stock.
And some of y'all black businesses charge too damn much.
I hate to say it, but it's true. Okay? We're not saying all of them. Y'all be running out of stock. Your employees are mean and nasty. You don't teach them etiquette, how to treat the customers. I'm not saying all of them. I'm going to have to keep saying that throughout the whole video because we got people with selective hearing. We're not saying all of them. And just because it's black-owned, people, let me tell you something, does not mean that it's better. I like to take my money to where I feel like it's the best place for me. I spend my money the way I want to. I've had someone come up to me once before, don't go in there. Go to this place over here, this flower shop over here. It's black owned. I said, lady, I don't care if it's black owned or white owned. I'm looking in the glass and I'm looking at the beautiful arrangements. Why I gotta choose the black owned? But you know what though? Let me tell you something. I went in there just to see how much the prices was. Why the prices was my God, probably over 50% more than the white-owned flower shop. So you know where I went? Yes, I did. The white shop. I sure did. And gonna continue to go wherever. I don't care if they Chinese, Spanish, Indian. I don't care. I go what fits my money, my dollars, my pocket. I go what's best for me as a consumer. So go to hell with that.
And so this would be the difference between having a B1 mindset and not being B1, right? There are people that are black first. Like me, I'm black first. Okay? When my mama and my daddy decided to lay down, they didn't know whether I was going to be a boy or a girl. They didn't know if I was going to be a soldier or a stockbroker. They didn't know if I was going to be cool, but what they did know was that I was going to be black, right? That's why I'm black first. So when you have a black first mindset, you're going to patron a business that is black owned over anybody else. But guess what? Everybody has the right, the autonomy, and the prerogative to do what you want when you want with your own money. Should we be telling people you need to shop here, you need to shop? Maybe not. But if you black first, it comes natural, you know? Do black businesses suffer a lot? Absolutely. Is there a lot of work that needs to be done? Absolutely. Just on my street right here, the major street here, we got a Jamaican spot, and then we had a gas station that was black owned. The people that owned the gas station were actually African. They sold food and some other stuff in there. They sold chicken, like fried chicken and things like that, you know, in the gas station. That's what it was known for, crunchy chicken. And then you get your gas and, you know, keep it moving, right? So I went in there one time, realized they were black owned, was like, oh, sure, y'all own this? Okay, I'm coming back, right? But guess what I noticed? They had the highest gas on the whole strip. This whole major boulevard, the highest was theirs, okay? Cigarettes is when I was smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes, $3 more a pack than the store across the street. So I said, you know what? I'm going to keep going anyways, right? Went the next time. I had a whole bunch of trash in my car. I needed to just throw it. I wanted to get out, right? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get some gas anyway. Let me go to the gas station. I went to the gas station, got out, looking for a trash can. Ain't no trash can. I'm like, what? So I go inside, and it's none along the whole. It's like 3 rows of pumps, right? I go inside. I'm like, yo, why you guys ain't got no gas station or no trash can out there? You know what I'm saying? I was like, people need to empty their stuff, you know? And it's like, because people come and they empty their trash in there, and we get tired of people just abusing it. Da-da-da-da. I said, so you don't have a trash can because people are gonna abuse it? I said, I don't like that. You know, that's not cool. That's one of the things that I need when I go to the gas station. I need to empty out all the trash, all of the receipts, all of the. So, anyways, they're now closed. Jamaican spot, right across the street from my house. As soon as I come out my subdivision, cross the main street, bam, there is a Jamaican spot. Cool, Jamaican, right? It's okay. It does the job when I need it to do the job, right? So there have been a couple of times where I could tell that the fish was reheated, right? But I'm like, it's one guy back there. He doing his thing. I'm a keep rocking with him, right? And here's the thing. We give each other a lot of grace. We really do. So, you know, fish was reheated. I said, you know, whatever. The time before last that I went in there, I got my curry chicken curry, however you say it. I always say it backwards, whatever the Jamaican way is. Anyways, I always look forward to the potatoes. I love the potatoes, right, in my chicken curry. So I get home, not one potato in my whole dinner plate. And I'm like, dang it, I ain't got not one potato. Like, so next time I went back, I said, bruh, last time I didn't have no potatoes in my curry. Like, I need some potatoes. And he was like, you know what his response was? Rather than saying, my bad, sister, this time I'll make sure you get your potatoes. No, he didn't say that. He said, well, you know, I make a pot, and once the potato gone, the potato gone. I got that. And I was so disappointed because even though his food is mediocre, I still would go there and patron his business. You know, so that made me feel some kind of way. So I think I went maybe one more time After that, I don't remember if there were potatoes in there or not, but I haven't been since, right? Week before last, rolled by, all of the signs are gone. They're closing. The business is no longer there. So the two black businesses that I would patron that are up here are no longer. Look at this dog. What you see, Sonny? What you see, girl? But yeah, I can go on ad nauseum of the black businesses that I feel like I've gotten shafted from. The thing is, I could say the same about other businesses. I could tell you about different Chinese restaurants that did me dirty when I finally got the food. The rice was burnt, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or the person behind the counter had a attitude, like hold on, I'm purchasing something from your business. You got to be nicer, like stuff like that. So I mean, we can go on and on and on, but I won't. But anyways, let's see what else Miss Sanfei talking about.
Moving right along. Now, here's a white guy. Don't get mad at this white guy. He's telling the truth, y'all. White people should not speak their mind. That's what y'all think, and that's what y'all always say, especially when it comes to black people. Don't speak your mind when it comes to black people. Now, we can speak our mind when it comes to white people. We can talk about y'all, say what we want to about y'all, but you better not, white people, you better not talk about the black people. Even though you may see it, that something is wrong or something just ain't right, you better not say a damn thing.
She ain't lying. She really ain't lying. We do be acting that way. My problem is this. If you are a white person speaking on black issues, level the playing field. Don't just target only black people, and then don't just target the black community and spotlight art shortcomings or misgivings. Don't do that, and not do the same for your people. That's where I have a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody calling a thing or a spade, but don't you ever in your mother think that you can talk shit about the black community as a community and not highlight the degeneracy within your own community. But other than that, if something needs to be said, say it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to help humanity all together. I have no problem with white people speaking out about certain things that the black people do. But guess what? Let's keep it even. Let's talk about your people too. Don't just talk about mine. Let's talk about everybody. That's where I got a problem. Now let's see what the white boy got to say.
Listen to this man right here.
So I went to get some food from a review I saw on TikTok, and I'm not going to say the name of the place because I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus. But I will tell you this. When I walk up to the door, there was a sign that said black-owned business. And at that point right there, I was like, well, I can't support this place. It's not because I'm racist and the owners are black. It's the fact that they have to advertise that instead of just going with the flow and saying, hey, we make really good fucking food here. What does being black owned have to do with anything when it comes to how good your product or your service is? Seeing a sign on a restaurant or an establishment that says black owned business to me is no different than seeing a sign that says whites only. And I sure the fuck wouldn't eat there.
Now you tried it with that whites only. We know there's a big difference between black owned business, come here, we're black owned, versus whites only. Don't play stupid. If you don't want to patron the black the restaurant because it's black owned, then just say that. But don't make it sound like, oh, this business is owned by blacks and we want to advertise it. Therefore, that's just like saying only black people can eat here. We know what whites only means versus this restaurant is owned by black people. So don't play me. See, people like to get online and try to gaslight you into thinking that they not racist and they love everybody and they want to patron your business regardless of who. But when it really comes down to it, it's the fact that you are black and you proud of the fact that you black and you own this restaurant and you're trying to get black people into your restaurant more. That's why they don't want to patron you. So we got to be honest about why people do the things that they do. But then they come online and they want to flip it and switch it and make it seem like I'm for everybody. Why do you have to advertise that you're black owned? You know, here's the thing. Black people advertise that they're black owned because they want to draw the black crowd. it's shameful that putting up that you're black owned deters other races from wanting to buy your products or shop at your establishment. But at the end of the day, people put black owned because they want to draw black customers. You know, I think it's a marketing strategy. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't think it's right or wrong, you know, but is it possible that it could hurt your business? I believe so. When I came out with my black fairy tales and I advertised on Instagram and Facebook, I got the most racist comments from white people. No, nothing from black, but all white people. You ain't never heard of no black kid named Hansel and Gretel. Get this shit off here. You know, I mean, I got the worst of the worst. Some of it was funny, but some of it was like really hateful and hurtful, you know? So it's like when you emphasize the fact that something is by blacks and for blacks, people hate that shit. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to stop me from doing me. But at the end of the day, I do want everybody to benefit from, because all types of people liked my books because it was coming from an Afrocentric or African American black experience, you know, intertwined into this classic fairy tale. That's what I was trying to give the people, and everybody could, you know, benefit from it. But being a black woman and having black characters, my mind automatically thought, well, I need to target black people because that's what's going to pull in the sales. Like, you know, they're going to gravitate more and quicker. So let me advertise to them. So I believe this is the same concept from people who put black owned, you know, on their businesses. But I could be wrong. You know, if you guys know something other than what I do, let me know.
As a consumer, I base my purchases on whether it's fucking good or not the color of the person's skin who's making it or providing the service.
If that were the case, then you would have still went and purchased the food and then judged it based on how good the product was. But you didn't because of that sign. So that lets me know you don't buy things or purchase things based on the quality of something. You neglected to. You purposefully did not purchase from there because they had a black owned sign, not because the quality of the food was horrible.
I agree with him totally. Why do people do that? Black people, put it on down there. Why do you put black owned businesses? Are you saying that you only want black people to come and eat inside your restaurant? Are you saying you only want black people to come in and buy your products? You don't want white people to come in there. I'm going to let these people know black owned. And you don't care about offending white people or any other race. You don't care because you are black owned and you are proud. I'm proud. I'm a black person. Look at me. I got a business.
Come on, Sanfei. You know that ain't what it is. It's not about offending anybody. It's about drawing in the demographic that relates to you the most. But you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about what I had to say and what Miss Sanfei had to say. All right, take care.